quantum manifestation is the key to creating from the field. So let's break this down. In quantum realms, there is no separation. There is nothing physical, nothing material. There is no matter. That is all taking place here in this third dimensional reality. The invisible field, it's all energy, it's all information, it's all thought, it's all vibration, it's all frequency, and it's all consciousness. And that is where the magic happens. Now, it's the same energy field that Albert Einstein talked about, in which he describes how the field controls the particle, not the particle controlling the particle or matter controlling matter, but he describes how the field is a sole governing agency of the particle, i.e. of the physical reality. So what does this mean for you? So if you can control the information in the field, you can affect the particle, the matter, basically your reality. This therefore implies that it's very much possible to create from the field instead of from matter and move closer to source and create from a place of wholeness. And to do that, you would have to get into the field. So let's take a look at what the field is. Now, you might have heard that where your attention goes is where your energy flows. So in order to get to the quantum field, that invisible field, we need to change where our attention is. So first, we need to take our attention off our body, off all the people in your life, of all the things that you own and possess, like your phone, your car, your house, your workplace, all the relationships, all the places that you need to go, the place where you are sitting, the place where you grew up. You take all your attention off all the familiar past and the predictable future, and you settle down in the present moment of now. By doing this, you go from somebody to nobody, from somewhere to nowhere, from something to nothing, from some time to no time. It's in that moment you become pure consciousness, and you have called all your energy back and disinvested all of your attention out of that known predictable reality and placed it in the unknown. Now, let's take this one step further and imagine taking away everything physical and material in this world. Take away all the people on Earth. Take away the continents, the oceans. Let's take away Earth itself. Now let's take away the moon, the planets, the stars, the light from the stars, including the sun. Take away the solar system and all the distant galaxies in the universe. It's all gone. And it might seem scary, but I want you to stick with me here. And what you are left with is nothing but black space. There is just absolute blackness, the void, the 0 point, void of anything physical. And some even call this a starting point. And you are in infinite black space as consciousness in the present moment, void of anything physical. And the only way to exist here is as consciousness. But here's the magical thing, that place isn't just empty, it's an infinite field with a lot of frequency and energy, and that frequency carries information. And when you linger there long enough as nothing, you exist in the quantum field as pure consciousness, and that is when something profound happens. And I want you to remember that since consciousness is awareness, where your attention goes, that is where your energy flows. So think of the quantum field as being filled with infinite amounts of energy vibrating beyond this physical world of matter and beyond our senses. View it as invisible waves available for us to use in creation, because they are. In scientific terms, a quantum field is a concept of quantum physics. It's a field of infinite energy and infinite possibilities that permeates the entire universe. It's the basis of everything that exists, from the smallest atomic particle to the furthest and to the most furthest distant galaxies. And it's in this quantum field where all possibilities exist, where all possibilities of different realities exist simultaneously, waiting to be chosen and manifested by a conscious observer. Now let's take a look at how you can manifest and create from the field. So the quantum field is this state in which all possibilities exist, and as you enter this vast space as an awareness, as nobody, as no person, no object, no place, no thing, no time, and the more you linger there and move towards it and trust in the unknown of it, without thinking about the familiar past or the predictable future, you weaken those energetical bonds and you don't activate those same neural networks in the brain. Instead, you focus upon and you become aware of the vastness of that infinite black space. And when you do that, your brain begins to change. It becomes more coherent. And as it does, you will feel and experience more oneness, more wholeness, and you will feel unified. Because when you are whole, there is no lack. You are simply observing what's already available for you in the quantum field. Then, when your brain is coherent, it produces an electric signal, which is made up of your intention. So the clearer your intention is, the more coherent your brain gets and the stronger the signal gets. Remember, these potentials in the quantum field exist as electromagnetic frequencies. And then when the heart opens up, the heart becomes more coherent and more orderly, just like the brain. And then it produces a massive magnetic field. And I want you to remember that the heart is like the bridge between the third dimensional reality and the higher realms. And it's this activation that connects us to the unified field. When you align it with a clear focused intention, the electric charge, and you sync it with that energy, the magnetic charge, you produce a new electromagnetic field. And it's this elevated energy that carries your thought or intention. And then with that new electromagnetic signal that you broadcast, you will then attract back an electromagnetic frequency that matches your vibration. So the moment you call all your energy back and you become pure consciousness, you change your energy. And when you do that, you change your life via your clear focus intention and that new signal that you're broadcasting out into the quantum field where all possibilities exist. And when you do that, you draw that future experience to you. Therefore, all the possibilities, all the different versions of you, the different realities, all the things that you're trying to manifest and create, they all exist as electromagnetic potentials in the quantum field, and you have to connect to it with your energy and intention. And I want you to bear in mind that when you then get up from that meditative state through that visualization of the quantum field, I want you to get up as a new you and move forward as a new you. Because the moment you start wondering and worrying about how and when it's going to happen and stressing about the situation, you are returning back to your old self. So I want you to keep that in mind. And I want you to remember that when there is a vibrational match between your energy and between the energy of your potential that exists in the quantum field, it will naturally find you. Through your unwavering trust and faith, it will naturally be drawn to you. That future experience will naturally come to you and it will find you. And then when you are surprised by an unknown experience that felt and seemed like it came out of nowhere, that's because it did. You created it in nowhere and it appeared out of nothing because you created it out of nothing. And it can also appear out of no time because you created it in the realm of the quantum field. And with that, I want you to understand that underneath all of this, what we see in our third dimensional reality, it's mainly made up of energy, vibration, and frequency. And when you open up your heart and you become more coherent, you are tapping into source energy. Because underneath all of it, you are source consciousness. You are pure consciousness. And with that knowing and understanding, I want you to tap into the belief, the fact that you have the power to manifest and create the reality that you want. And then with that logic, you don't really need to go out anywhere in order to create matter with matter. It's all energy. And I want you to keep in mind that it does take time to get there. It doesn't happen overnight. Yes, for some it does. Often people don't even realize that they're in the quantum field and that they can draw new experiences to them in this present reality. And for some, it takes a little bit of time because there might be some subconscious self-limiting beliefs or patterns that are perhaps holding them back. And perhaps that's something that they need to work through because when they come out of it, they're back there, back in their old self, repeating the same old patterns. But what I want you to know is to keep working on yourself and have this unwavering belief that you will get there and you will walk that invisible bridge of the unknown, because that is when the magic happens. So when there is that electromagnetic vibrational match, you will start to see things change in your now reality because you would have synced your energy through your awareness, focus, attention, and energy with that potential that exists in the quantum field. And by doing so, you would have drawn experiences to you, synchronicities, coincidences, opportunities opening up for you. And I'm talking big stuff here. And what many people tend to forget or don't realize is how really powerful you are. And when you come to that realization, whether that's through remembering you or through your spiritual awakening journey, you will then look back at all the past stuff, all the past things that have happened to you and not care about them and be like, you know what, they don't even exist, because you would have realized through remembering who you are, that you are the creator and the powerful creator and manifester of your own reality, that you hold the power underneath all of this material stuff. You are pure consciousness, and by knowing this, you can do and change anything. And that is how you create from the field. But if you're still struggling how to manifest the life that you want, then next go check out this video where I'll share with you 2 powerful secrets that will change everything.